wave of monsters would arrive in a minute, catching everyone off guard. Their priorities shifted instantly, and protecting the crystal became their top concern. The players abandoned the idea of attacking the Musclehead. Seeing an opportunity, the Musclehead decided to follow Ryu, thinking that whatever Rao was up to might be a better option. As he trailed Ryu, he noticed that Ryu was heading toward the third castle entrance, which was unguarded. Suddenly, a loud sound signaled the start of the first wave of monsters, startling everyone. Slowly, the massive castle gates began to creak open, and a chilling wind swept through, making everyone shiver. The system then delivered a grim notification. 9,800 weakened goblins were approaching, intent on destroying the crystal. Panic and fear washed over the players as they stood, clutching their weapons tightly. With creepy smiles and eerie noises, the bloodthirsty goblin horde emerged from behind the gates. They looked as if they hadn't eaten in 1,000 years, their hungry eyes fixed on the defenseless players. Even the Musclehead got panicked, as he himself didn't expect 9,800 goblins to come. Without wasting any time, the Musclehead started to run, finding a hiding position, and started thinking, "Why isn't Black Scythe running? Is he planning to fight against all the goblins alone?" Then the Musclehead started climbing a staircase, trying to go to a higher ground, saying, "Even if it's Black Scythe, he will not be able to face against thousands of goblins at a time." As the Musclehead reached the top of the building, he noticed hundreds of goblins marching toward Ryu, and Ryu just standing there. He said, "Now Ryu will run with his tail between his legs, and this scene will be a sight to see." Then the horde of bloodthirsty goblins dashed toward Ryu, screaming, and Ryu prepared his black scythe. A group of goblins jumped toward Ryu, and Ryu, as cool as ever without breaking a sweat, in a flash, chopped all the goblins. He didn't stop there. Like a killing machine, he continued to chop each and every goblin into small pieces with great force, displaying tremendous strength and precision. The Musclehead, on the other hand, was left speechless. Seeing this, he couldn't believe what he was seeing. Then he thought, as Ryu got a class, that's why he must be so strong. After he obtains his class, then he will beat the crap out of that arrogant bastard. With that, the Musclehead left to kill some goblins to level up and obtain a class. He also started to kill a single goblin at a time without any issue, thinking that in no time, he will obtain a class. Suddenly, an arrow whizzed through the air, narrowly missing the Musclehead's face. He managed to dodge most of it, but the arrow grazed a small part of his ear. Angrily, he began searching for the person responsible, but in the chaotic crowd of players, it was impossible to identify the shooter. Fuming with rage, the Musclehead declared that he didn't know who had attacked him, but once he found the culprit, he would peel his skin off. Before he could finish his sentence, he felt a piercing pain. As he looked back, the spear guy had already thrust his spear into the Musclehead's stomach. The Musclehead was really angry, so he grabbed the spear stuck in his stomach and with his dagger thrust it into the spear guy, killing him instantly. However, that was just the beginning. One by one, other players began to attack him, and he found himself desperately defending against their relentless onslaught. Even if he managed to survive this battle, he hadn't killed enough monsters to avoid automatic death when the round ended. Amidst the chaos, he spotted a barbarian-like player, Black Flame Dragon, ranked third in the zone. With a cunning grin, the Musclehead used his command skill on him, instructing him to protect him at all costs. Meanwhile, Ryu was doing his favorite thing, yes, bullying the goblins. At this point, Ryu had slaughtered 502 goblins, and all his stats had increased by 100% because of the rain of slaughter. And because of the skeleton bone necklace, his stats further increased by 25%. On the other hand, the other players were barely defending themselves against the goblin, and finally, after a hellish battle, the first round got over, and 3,933 players were left, while 936 players